Hello everyone, it's Scott, a movie critic, back again with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you everything I picked up for the month of February 2024. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to get through here. Going to go through the subscriber mail first, as I'll put that stuff at the top. I'm going to go through the rest of the Blu-rays and DVDs after that. Then there'll be a book, sort of like big book related items to films, and then we're going to go through all the records that I bought as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. So I'm going to go through some DVDs first. First up, we've got CB4 the movie, which was sent to me by Carlos. He's for Life fan. I'll leave the link in the description box down below to his channel. Give him a sub. He's a fantastic guy and he's an absolute legend. Got great content. But yeah, this was a really funny hip-hop style comedy film. This Chris Rock was great in this film. It's sort of like this easy type of character, and yeah, he played him so well, and the music in this was great. I love the spin on a Straight Outta Compton song. It's called Straight Out and Low Cash in this film, and it's just absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I had a great time watching this film, and it's definitely one I'll be rewatching again in the future for sure. Next up, we've got double feature pack of Telephone and St. Ives on DVD, which is also sent to me by Carlos. Thank you so much again, mate. Yeah, really enjoyed both of these films actually. St. Ives was a really cool sort of like crime thriller. I had a good time watching that. Of course, Charles Bronson was great in it, and Jacqueline Bisset, wow, she was beautiful in this film, and she gives a really good performance in it as well actually. Telephone, I think I slightly preferred. It was slightly more interesting, and I just thought it went a bit faster paced, and yeah, it was such a really good film from Charles Bronson there. Two underrated films here. I really enjoyed watching both of those. Next up, we've got a Charles Bronson film, and that is Forced Vengeance. This was a really cool martial arts film. This some really good fight scenes in this film. Chuck Norris was really likeable as a main lead character in this film, and yeah, I just had such a great time watching this film. It had some really brutal fight scenes actually. It was really cool. I really enjoyed the end fight scene. The end fight scene was great on the boat. It was, yeah, really entertaining stuff, this. Next up, got a film that was also sent by Carlos, which I haven't seen yet, and that was Machine Gun Kelly. I've heard decent things about this film. I think this might be one of Charles Bronson's very first films. I haven't got around to it yet, unfortunately, but I'm very much looking forward to watching it at some point. Next up, we got Silent Rage, which was also sent to me by Carlos from Eastwood for Life fan. And this was a great film. Really enjoyed watching this one. Very creepy in parts, and yeah, it's mostly a horror film with a couple of martial arts / fight scenes thrown into the mix. And yeah, it's sort of a really cool film. Really cool concept. Sort of like this Michael Myers type story going on in it, with obviously Chuck Norris as a main lead. And yeah, it's a really cool film. I had a great time watching this one, and it did generally creep me out in parts. There was a couple really good jump scares in that film, to be fair. Next up, we've got this really cool digibook of Dirty Harry, which is also sent to me by Carlos. Thank you again so much, mate. And this is a classic film. I absolutely love it. I haven't seen it in quite a few years, to be fair. So this is definitely one I need to rewatch. But yeah, has some classic one-liners in this film, of course. And Clint Eastwood is fantastic in this film. It's one of his best performances of all time. And yeah, I just have a great time with it. Next up, we have a film that I watched for the first time last night, which was also sent to me by Carlos. This beautiful still book of Conan and Barbarian with the original artwork. And yeah, this film was so much fun. I had a great time with this. James Earl Jones was a fantastic villain in this film. And it's actually quite brutal in parts, to be fair, with blood effects and practical effects that are really awesome in this film. And yeah, it's quite nasty. It's yeah, definitely got some really cool epic sword fights in this film. And yeah, I just had a great time with it. The score was amazing, and yeah, I absolutely loved it. Great ending as well. Really enjoyed watching that one. Next up, we got Conan the Destroyer, which was also sent to me by Carlos. Thank you so much again, my friend. Really do appreciate it. I haven't seen this one yet, but like I just said, absolutely loved the first one, so I cannot wait to watch this one as well. And the last thing that was sent me by Carlos is this beautiful 4K edition of Django. done a full review on this film, and yeah, it is absolutely amazing. It's one of my favourite spaghetti westerns. Franco Nero was an absolute badass in this film, and he had some great action sequences in this film, and yeah, it was really, really entertaining, really tense as well. There was some brutal movement moments in this film as well. It's got quite a bit of brutality in this one, to be fair, but yeah, this film is just an absolute epic, and I had a great time watching it. Next up, we got another bit of subscriber mail, which was sent to me by my good friend Del Boy. I'll leave a link in the description box to his channel as well. Give him a sub because he's an absolute brilliant guy with some awesome content. But yeah, this is another fantastic 4K edition of a Proposition BFI set. And yeah, this film is really, really good. A bit slow in places. I thought it dragged a little, but it's still a really, really solid Western. Very well made. Very well shot, and the acting in this film is absolutely brilliant. And yeah, I enjoyed the cast. Ray Winston and Guy Pearce give great performances in this film. And yeah, just thought it was a really, really good time. Again, this was also very brutal in parts as well. But yeah, great film. Really enjoyed it. We'll definitely watch it again. Next up, we got Hellfest on 4K, which didn't come with a slip, unfortunately, but still great to have this film nonetheless. Massive shout out to Keith at Euphoria Pictures. He's a massive fan of this film. I'll leave a link in the description box to his channel down below as well. Awesome guy with an absolutely stunning collection of films. And yeah, he pretty much recommended this film to everyone. And I'm glad to say I had an absolutely amazing time with this film. I thought it was a really, really cool concept. The killer is great in this film. Really, really creepy and eerie. The music was fantastic, added to the creepy tone of the film, and yeah, I just thought it was such a entertaining horror film. And yeah, I really like the setting of this film, sort of like set of this horror carnival sort of thing. And yeah, it was a really, really entertaining time. I really enjoyed this film, thought it was excellent. Great modern day slasher there. Next up, we've got Sinister, which I've heard is a great horror film. I haven't got around to watching this one yet, unfortunately, but really looking forward to watching that. And next up, we've got the sequel, which I've heard is excellent. Again, haven't seen this one yet, unfortunately, but very much looking forward to doing so. Next up, we've got the Gestapo's. Oh, let's cover that up. Sorry about that, everyone. I forgot about that, to be fair. But next up, we got Gestapo's Last Orgy, which we done as a watch along on, I think it was last Tuesday. I'll leave a link to Ryan's channel down below as well. Check his channel out because he's an absolutely awesome guy with some great content. But yeah, really enjoyed this. It's very hard to watch in parts, to be fair. It's a disgusting film. It really, really is. And yeah, I absolutely hated some of the characters in this film. But yeah, it's very well made. It's actually quite well acted as well. And yeah, it's a very, very good film. So yeah, would definitely recommend it. Probably a one-time watch for me, but still really liked it. It was a good film. Next up, we've got Action Jackson, which is an action classic. Carl Weathers gives a great performance in this film. He's really likeable as a main lead character in this film. Some really cool action sequences in this film as well, to be fair. I thought it was really, really entertaining. And yeah, Carl Weathers was just really, really good in this film. Thought he was really solid, and rest in peace to him. What an actor he was. It's a shame that we never got a sequel to this, because this is actually a really cool action film and really, really entertaining. I had a great time watching that one, to be fair. I've got all the next ones mixed up in wrong order, so I'm going to have to sort these ones out. But first up, we've got Insidious, which I watched for the first time the other day. This was recommended me to my cousin Danielle. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Really do appreciate it, Danielle. But yeah, this was a great horror film. Really enjoyed this. Really, really scary. Really creeped me out in parts. But yeah, this is such a really good paranormal / possession film. Yeah, but that genre of horror films really creeped me out anyway. So yeah, this was generally really going to scare me. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. Thought it was an excellent film. I had a great time with it. Lots of really good jump scares in that one. And next up, we had Insidious Chapter 2, which is a film I haven't seen yet, unfortunately, but I've heard that this is a really good sequel, one of the better films in a series, so definitely looking forward to watching that. And next up, we've got Insidious Chapter 3. Again, haven't seen this one yet, but I really enjoyed the first one, so looking forward to watching that as well. Next up, we got Insidious The Last Key, which I think is the fourth one, but haven't seen this one yet. But definitely looking forward to continue watching the sequels for sure. And lastly, we have Insidious The Red Door, which again, I look very much looking forward to. Next up, we got a film called RV, which was recommended to me by my good friend Joe. Thank you so much for recommending this film to me, mate. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, this was a fun comedy family film. I had a good time watching this film. Well, Robin Williams is hilarious in this film. He gives such a great performance, and yeah, it's just so funny in parts. And it's good to see Jeff Daniels in this film as well. Well, surprised to see JoJo in this film actually as well. That was quite a nice surprise. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this film. Thought it was very entertaining. Next up, we've got a really cool 4K set of High Tension, which I haven't seen yet in all honesty, but this is a really cool second sight box set release here. So yeah, definitely looking forward to watching this one. Heard it's absolutely brutal in parts, and yeah, definitely need to give this one a watch because I've heard it's quite creepy as well. And next up, last one for the Blu-rays, we've got Hatchet. I haven't seen this one yet because I've heard that it's a film that you need to watch watch the second one straight afterwards. So I've ordered the second one, so that'll be featuring in March's pickups video. But I haven't seen this one yet because I've heard that you got to watch the second one basically after because it follows from the first one is what I've heard. So yeah, definitely looking forward to watching that one. I heard it's a really cool slasher film, to be fair. And next up, I'm going to go through this amazing book, this VHS video cover art, which is absolutely awesome. This was brought to me by my Uncle Steve. Thank you so much, mate. Massive shout out to you, mate. Thank you so much for giving me this amazing book. Just goes through loads of different photos of different films, some wacky films. Try to see if there's any you might recognise there. I don't know if some of these are really obscure, but the artwork in them is so cool, and they just scream 80s. Just have a look, see if there's any like really famous ones. I know there is some famous ones in there somewhere, but these films that are to me look pretty cool, to be fair. But yeah, that's just such a brilliant book. It'd probably take me a while to find some of the more popular ones you might recognise, to be fair. But yeah, absolutely brilliant book there, nonetheless. Absolutely brilliant stuff, and I'll definitely be checking out some of the films in that for sure I haven't seen. Next up, going to go through the records, and first up is Alice Cooper, A Stupid. Massive fan of Alice Cooper's music, really gotten into his stuff recently. This is such a great album, Hey Stupid. So it opens up with Hey Stupid, which is an absolute classic single, really good song. Then you get the song Love is a Loaded Gun, which is probably my favourite song on the album. I absolutely love that song, think it's fantastic. The chorus in that song is absolutely brilliant. It is so catchy, and yeah, I just have a great time with it. Massive shout out to Nigel Rock God 2004. Leave a link in the description box to his channel as well, by the way. He's a massive Alice Cooper fan as well, so yeah, massive shout out to you, Nigel. And then we get Snakebite, which has always been one of my favourite Alice Cooper songs. It is absolutely fantastic, that one. Then you got Might As Well Be On Mars, which is quite a long song, but absolutely epic. It's such a beautiful song. I absolutely love that song. It's brilliant. And then you got a closing track, which is Wind Up Toy, which is really good as well. So yeah, a great album there from Alice Cooper. Absolutely brilliant. Next up, we've got Trash, which is probably my favourite album of his. Now, I will quickly show this one, because when I went to order this, I was expecting to get a colour red vinyl, because that was what it said it would be on the when I ordered it, but it unfortunately came in a standard black. So yeah, I didn't get the red coloured red vinyl of it, which was really unfortunate, and it was really upsetting. But I did sort of get a refund for it, but it was only like 10% off. So yeah, I got a bit done over there, unfortunately, but never mind. But opening track, we've got Poison, obviously, which is probably his most famous song, and it is absolutely brilliant. That song, absolutely love it. Spark in the Dark, which is a classic single, absolutely love that song. House of Fire, which is just so catchy, again, amazing chorus. And Maybe my favourite song on here might be How Is Living Without You. That is absolutely brilliant. It has an epic guitar solo, sort of in the middle of the song to getting towards the end, but the chorus is absolutely amazing. I love the lyrics in that song, and yeah, it's just really, really more vocals from Alice Cooper on that song. So yeah, probably my favourite Alice Cooper record there. Really, really enjoy it. I'll put it back in the sleeve afterwards there, just save a bit of time. Next up, we've got Euphoria by Def Leppard, which is a great album, recommended to me by Keith Euphoria Pictures. Yeah, what an album this is. Opens up with Demolition Man, which is such a fast, upbeat, rocking track. Absolutely love that one. Then you get Promises, which is brilliant. Goodbye is so good. That is really epic song, that, and it's such a beautiful sort of like ballad. And yeah, Joe Elliott's vocals on that is absolutely fantastic. The only criticism I do have for this song is there's a song on here called All Night, which is a contender for my least favourite Def Leppard song. I absolutely hated that song, but you do also get Paper Sun, which is brilliant. Again, the harmonisation in that song with the singer and guitarist is absolutely brilliant, and yeah, the backing vocals are great. And yeah, it's just such a great song. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Then you get It's Only Love, which is really good song, really good love song, that one of my favourites. And a really underrated song on here as well is Guilty. Yeah, that's a really good song as well. So yeah, but this is actually one of my favourite Def Leppard albums. I had a great time listening to that one. Next up, we got George Michael, Listen Without Prejudice. I think I've got that upside down there. Which is a really good album. It's the only George Michael album I actually like, because I'm not a massive fan of his music. I normally can't stand his voice. He normally gets on my nerves. But this was also recommended to me by Nigel. Thank you so much, mate. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, this opens up with Praying for Time, which has always been my favourite George Michael song. It is such a brilliant ballad, and yeah, the vocals in it are great from George Michael, and I love the lyrics in that song as well. It's just musically so melodic, and yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Then you got There's Something to Save on here as well, which I really like. You do have his big hit Freedom 90 on here, which I've never been a massive fan of, but that is also on here. Cowboys and Angels is absolutely beautiful. That is such a stunning song, that is. I absolutely love that one. Waiting for That Day is really good as well. Mother's Pride, that's also a really nice song. Have a great time with that. Then the closing song, rating, brackets, reprizes. Absolutely stunning as well. So yeah, great album there from George Michael. Really do enjoy listening to that one. Next up, we've got Road by Alice Cooper, which Nigel also got. This is absolutely stunning record. This is really cool artwork. We'll get out the album for this one, because it comes in this really cool lovely blue record, which is really cool. Yeah, it's not transparent like it showed in the actual photo, which is a shame, but it is still a very nice looking album for sure. And you do also get a live DVD concert from Hellfest 2022, which I've not watched yet, but very much looking forward to doing so. And you've got some classic songs on there. I believe he does Teenage Frankenstein on there as well, which is one of my favourite Alice Cooper songs from the album Constrictor, of course. So yeah, definitely looking forward to watching that one for sure. And the album was great. Welcome to the Show was excellent. I'll get it back up. I forgot to mention the actual songs on it. But yeah, Welcome to the Show was great. Go Away is one of my favourites on there, but absolutely love that song. White Line Frankenstein is really cool, and 100 More Miles is brilliant as well. He also does a cover of Magic Bus by Who as well, which was really cool. Next up, we've got Generation X, Valley of the Dolls. This was also recommended to me by Nigel. Thank you so much, mate. This is a really cool album. Obviously, Billy Idol, lead vocalist on this band, and yeah, it's a great album. Running with Boss Sound is a great opener. Friday's Angels is a fantastic single. That's probably my favourite song on there, to be fair. King Rocker is a lot of fun, obviously another single, and Valley of the Dolls is absolutely brilliant as well. And the closing track, Prime of Kenny Silver's Parts 1 and 2 is absolutely stunning as well. So yeah, I had a great time listening to that one. Next up, we got Adrenalise by Def Leppard, which was recommended me by Keith as well. Thank you again so much, mate. So yeah, this opens up quite weak, to be fair. We got Let's Get Rocked, which has never been one of my favourite songs, in all honesty. You do get Heaven Is, which comes next after that, which is quite good, to be fair. But then you got Make Love Like a Man, which is another contender for my least favourite Def Leppard song. I absolutely despise that song. Then you got Tonight, which is really good, and then thankfully it massively improves after that. But you got White Lightning, which goes off side one, which is an absolutely epic song, one of my favourites on the album for sure. Then opens up side B with Stand Up, Kick Love Into Motion, which is my favourite song on the album. That is a stunning sounding song. Again, the harmonisation is great in that song. The vocals are brilliant. Guitar music, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, one of my favourite Def Leppard songs there. Then you also get Personal Property and Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad, which are also really good. So yeah, one of my least favourites that I've heard from him so far, but still great stuff. Next up, we got Dynasty by Kiss, which was also recommended to me by Nigel. Thank you again so much, mate. This album is fantastic. I've always liked Kiss, some of the stuff I've heard of theirs, but I've not heard much of their stuff, in all honesty. But this album is great. I Was Made for Loving You, which is obviously the song I knew beforehand of this album, and that song is great. And you've also got a great cover, 2000 Man, which is I believe a Rolling Stones cover, and that was also made to me by Lisa Love's channel. I'll leave a link in a description box down below to her channel as well. Give her a sub because she has amazing content as well. But yeah, if it weren't for her telling me that, I wouldn't have known. And it is an amazing cover, to be fair. It's one of my favourites on the album as well. You got Sure Knows Something, which is an absolute classic. That is so entertaining and so much fun. I might have heard that song as well, actually, beforehand. I did vaguely remember hearing that song a while back. But yeah, I hadn't heard it in many years. But that song is fantastic. Magic Touch is a lot of fun as well, and you also got Charisma, which is great. Yeah, every song on there is really good, actually. So yeah, great album there, one of my favourite rock albums. And lastly, we've got Double Trouble by Gillan, which is a really cool album. It comes in two halves. The first half obviously being a studio album, and the second half being a live album. Also recommended to me by Nigel. Thank you so much again, friend. My friend, do appreciate it. The studio album's brilliant. It opens up with I'll Whip Your Spine Out, which isn't a great song, to be fair. I'm not a massive fan of that one. But then we get Restless, which is really catchy. Do like that song. Then we get Men of War, which is absolutely brilliant. The vocals from Ian Gillan in that song are absolutely beautiful. I think that might be about the Cold War, I want to say. I'm not 100% on that, but I think it's definitely one of the wars. I think it might be the Cold War, if I remember correctly. And then we get Sunbeam, which is just so entertaining. That song is absolutely fantastic. Probably my favourite Gillan song, to be fair. And yeah, I absolutely love the chorus. It's just so good. Nightmare's a good song as well. That's really entertaining. And Born to Kill, which closes off the studio album, is great as well. The live album is not great though, unfortunately. It's not terrible. It's just bang average. There isn't any songs that particularly stand out on a live album, unfortunately, but it's still an okay listen. But the studio album, however, is fantastic. And there we have it, everyone. There's all the stuff that I picked up in the month of February. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below as well. That would be very much appreciated. And let me know what you think of any of the films that I've got, or any of these records that I've purchased. Do you have any of these items? So let me know. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you all so much, everyone. And if you have subscribed, then thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you all so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. It really means a lot. Thank you all so much, everyone. And yeah, that about do it for this video. I hope you've all enjoyed. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all later.